Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. And the winner of Character of the Week last week was, drumroll, Sam, by an overwhelming majority, which I totally agree with, and with an honorable mention for Sunny. Alright, so now let's get to today's General Hospital recap. At JULEXIS' house, Alexis wants to start planning the wedding. Julian asks why she wants to go to court because the charges against Olivia were dropped, and she says she doesn't want this to happen to anyone else, and he's going to cover it in the magazine, and it's going to be so much fun. Well, it's going to be great. Alexis wants to get married in a church this time. She wants the whole shebang, and she wants to celebrate their life and the life they're building together. And TJ is back. Woo, TJ. I haven't seen him in so long. So Molly and TJ are outside on the porch. Molly's coming home for Alexis to tell them something. I don't know what it is. And then Kristina kind of crashes their porch party and brings up Molly's tirade against sex, and she even pushes it, and it's just really kind of a jerk, I'm not gonna lie. But apparently it was payback for talking to Sam about Kristina's troubles, because oh my goodness, what a shame, Molly is concerned. So Molly and Kristina kind of get into it, and Alexis interrupts and takes them inside to talk about the wedding. Molly and Kristina are also kind of baffled by the church venue choice, and Alexis asks if the three girls would be your maids of honor. It's really nice. Molly accepts. Kristina does too. And Alexis asks if Kristina can get out of classes for the wedding. And Molly kind of takes it upon herself to get some payback, you know. And she's like, yeah, wow, Kristina, you can, like, you know, come and go as you please. And it's like you don't have a care in the world, as opposed to me. You know, I have to go study. I'm going to study right now. So, yeah, Molly's getting hers in. At the Metro Court restaurant, Jordan thinks Curtis is obsessed with her. Oh, whoa, whoa, like the Mariah Carey song from like 10 years ago. I'm sorry. So she wants to know what he's after, and then TJ walks in and sees Uncle Curtis. So TJ asks if this was the plan, to have dinner with Curtis as like a surprise. And then Curtis kind of takes over the conversation, and it's like, yeah, your mom suggested this place. And Jordan's like, oh my god, this is totally not what? So TJ apparently is studying pre-med. Awesome. Get some new doctors. There you go. TJ will be a new doctor in General Hospital. No, but seriously, I think that's really great because it gives the character a lot of staying power, because, oh my goodness, we could, like, see his residency and his career. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. So Curtis, he seems pretty cool. And they talk a little about Molly, and then Curtis apologizes for not being there when his father passed, and TJ says, you know, I know what you were doing. So I'm like, what was he doing? And thankfully, we find out what he was doing. So apparently, he was undercover for the Baltimore PD and broke up a big drug operation. Does that sound familiar to anyone? And then Curtis kind of, and TJ's like, oh, that's so cool, that's so cool. Or, you know, like, yeah, I totally get it, whatever. But Curtis brings up how he wasn't so forgiving of Jordan, who did the exact same thing. And TJ's like, yeah, my judgment was clouded because it affected other people I love, but, like, I'm over it now, and I understand it was the right thing to do. And we get our answer. Curtis is Thomas's brother, so TJ's father's brother. And then Jordan warns Curtis not to hurt TJ by telling him the truth. So I doubt Curtis was actually undercover with the Baltimore PD breaking up a drug operation. At Windermere, Nick proposes, and Hayden's unsure if she's ready. And Nicholas is like, you were ready 2 weeks ago in the hospital. What changed? And he cares about her, and Spencer loves her, and he thinks they have something amazing. But he's like, and you're still such a mystery to me, but that's okay. And I'm like, is it? Is it when you have millions of dollars? Are you gonna marry someone who's a mystery to you? Why is there like a lot? Oh, that's on my screen. I gotcha. So he wants a marriage of equals, and so they can grow their own empire together. And I'm like, that is not what I would do if I had millions of dollars. I would not marry someone that I hardly know and that I've had trust issues with. But she says yes. Who saw that coming? Me. So then Laura walks in and he tells her Hayden and he are getting married. And Laura's like, congratulations. And then Hayden leaves to get champagne. And Laura's like, what are you doing, Nicholas? What are you doing? And Hayden overhears Laura talking with Nicholas about guilt and redemption and, you know, thinking it over. And Laura isn't over the moon about the news and leaves. I forget what excuse she gave. Oh, dinner. She has dinner plans. And Hayden wants to set a date because she wasn't ready 20 minutes ago, but now that she said yes, she's just wants, let's do this right now. Marriage. On Tracy's vacation, Tracy is loving being alone, but she's not pleased that another guest is smoking something herbal and polluting her air. So she goes and confronts her terrace neighbor, and it's Larry Ashton. Go figure. He makes conversation with her. He's amused with her, and he says he's a changed man from that whole Jerry Jacks debacle. So they actually seem to enjoy each other's company. And then Hayden calls Tracy to give her the news that, you know, marriage and plan is good. And Tracy's pleased. So then Tracy comes back and is really mad at herself and stops any momentum she and Larry have been having. And is like, I came here to get away from people like you, and now I'm just, And JaSam, oh my goodness. But remember, no, I'm not even going to say it because General Hospital just giveth today. It just giveth. So we're picking up from Friday where he's remembering, and the memory is from more than 10 years ago. And she tells him about the whole evening, and he asks her to show him where it happened. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. I love it. So she takes him to the roof of the penthouse, and she tells him more details about the evening, and more comes back to him. And I'm just sitting here on my couch, and I'm like, yes, I love it. So he talks about more memories coming back and potentially if she hangs out with him. And she says that she can't be the one to go through this with him. And I know we're all here going, why? Why can't you be the one to go through this with him? But she brings up a good point and a point full of integrity. She says she can't be objective, and it brings up a lot of emotions for her, so she doesn't want to muddy his process with her expectations. And I'm like, see, this is what separates you from, like, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring her into this, but that's really what separates her from Elizabeth. And she wants him to trust himself and to do this for himself, and I'm just so happy. And now, end scene. So Tracy kicks him out back to his terrace and is intent on spending some more alone vacation time. And Hayden wants to get married right away. Right now, let's get married. And I'm like, yeah, definitely nothing suspicious about that, Nicholas. But you know what? Nicholas has been such a jerk, and, like, I haven't liked him. Well, not that I haven't liked him, but, like, come on. He's being really, I can't think of the word. But basically, I'm not going to feel bad for him when he gets his. That's basically what I'm just trying to tell you. So Jordan doesn't want Curtis to break TJ's heart with the truth. So, yeah, definitely not a Baltimore PD undercover officer. And now Kristina, back at JULEXIS' house, Kristina gets another call from Parker, the professor. And she tells him that her parents know she's suspended, so stop bothering her. And if he stops bothering her, then she won't say anything to his wife. And my question is, what's not to tell if the story Kristina told was true? Like, that he turned her down and reported her. Like, why couldn't his wife know that? So I think there's a little, and by a little I mean a lot more to the story than Kristina's telling, which is classic Kristina, and I love it. I love her. Welcome back, Kristina. She would be Kristina if she wasn't, like, involved in something, you know? So Jason's willing to try hypnosis so he can get back his memories and get himself back. So he's done separating, he's done stepping away from Jason Morgan, and he wants to get himself back, and I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. It almost makes me forget that, like, we're buried under 2.5 feet of snow. I'm just so happy. Alright, so that is it for today's General Hospital recap. Don't forget to vote for this week, or keep in mind for this week for Character of the Week, best character, whatever, in your opinion. And if you're a fellow East Coaster or got the snow, then I hope you're doing good. We're all shoveled and kind of a mess, but, you know, oh my goodness. What happened this weekend? Winter is coming. All of winter. All at once. Just boom, winter. And they're like, hey, we might get more by the end of the week. And I'm like, hi, no. So, I enjoyed hanging out with you today. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. Were you all elated with JaSam as I am? And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye.